Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Before we get started, because tomorrow is update day, I will be hosting a giveaway on this specific video. Obviously, if we're able to get to 200 likes, we will be giving away a huge pet. Now, I do have a planned event for 50,000 subscribers. I do have a community tab on my YouTube channel, which you guys can check out, or look at this image right here. Boop. Once we reach 50k, I will be hosting a weekend event where I will be doing so many huges, so many exclusive, just in general, a lot of things that I will be giving back to the community. Now, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Alright, so we're going to be hitting the brand new update tomorrow, but what are we going to be expecting the moment it comes out? Obviously, we're going to be rebirthing, and we're going to be needing a lot of supplies for this to happen. Now, I think I'm pretty well prepared for the next update, obviously tomorrow. So once we rebirth, we have to go through the entire tech world again, and what's going to help me out are these coin potions, damage potions, and some items which will give us better coinage. And that's mainly what I want to get, is a bunch of coins. So I would highly recommend for people just to supply yourselves on boosts, just enough to get to the very last area. And obviously tomorrow will be the race to get the best stat pets for the update. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous video where I did a content explanation on what I personally do in the very beginning of the update, it's literally making it to the very end within 20 to 30 minutes, if it takes that long, to hurry up to get to the last area, grind for maybe an hour and a half, and get the very best stat pets and come into the trade plaza to sell. Now, this will make you literally millions of gems depending on your game passes and your luck. So I find that very important to just say that right now, especially for the players that just don't really care about like selling pets at the very beginning. It's very important. So make sure you do that if you do plan on doing that. Number 2 are some of the new things that we're going to be getting into the game, which are brand new pets, obviously. We have this forge machine, which is really interesting. But my big question is, does anybody have any plans to use this, obviously? Because we can forge items, but what are we going to be able to forge to make better items with? So if I decide to forge a toy bone, is that going to make it better? And how much of an upgrade are we going to get? Vice versa if we're using a toy ball or a squeaky toy or anything like that. So I don't know what we could be expecting out of this, but it looks really interesting. The other one, which I kind of took notice, was the XP potions. You can craft these with items, and the 4 potions that you can make are the Ultimate XP, Mastery XP, the Titanic XP, and the Huge XP. For me, personally, I think the Mastery one is going to be so important because it's already so hard to actually level up certain masteries. So for me personally, I'm going to be using the Mastery and at least crafting enough in order to actually use these. Now for the Ultimate, I don't think I really care about that one too much. I don't have a Titanic, so I'm going to cry myself to sleep because I don't have a Titanic to use this on. Same thing with the Huge XP. I find that just leaving them alone in the last area for whatever time it takes, that to me is just okay. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god, hi. Sorry, I'm recording a video, so I might look AFK. Oh my gosh. I had to let them know. I always feel bad if I'm recording because I'm not looking at my main monitor. I'm looking at my other monitor, which I'm using for the images that I saved. So yeah, sorry guys if I seem like I'm ignoring you. Now, what we're going to also talk about is the hype eggs. Now, this one is second to the closest important one because we're going to be getting 2 things for free basically in this update. So we're going to get the hype egg. How it works is stay online for the update. 1, log in after the update. 2, play for 45 minutes. 3, receive hype eggs. Now you get 1 egg per rank. So does that mean that because I'm level 22 and after the 45 minutes or so, I'm gonna get 22 eggs? That's what I'm assuming. So make sure you guys level up your rank ASAP. This is super duper important just because of the fact that you have a chance to get a Titanic and I believe a Huge. So obviously I'm going to be hoarding these up, and you know, this might make the actual trade plaza inflate just because that we're basically going to be getting new items in here, and gem circulation is going to restart again because it's a little stagnant right now on gems and selling. Nothing's really going up in valuation except for a couple of items, but we'll talk about that at the very end of the video if you guys are interested in that. Now, the biggest one, which they did drop at 6 in the morning my time today, is free exclusive eggs. Yes, you read that right. Free. Find and break this giant egg happens randomly. So, this is in the very last area, or it could be anywhere. I don't know. It doesn't really tell you exactly where, but the picture that they're showing this little egg in looks like it's in the brand new update in Tech World. Now, this looks like a steampunk area, so I could only assume that it's going to be in Tech World. So, this is going to be something that is going to change the way that players get things for free. And it is so important that everybody just gets on, and even if you can afford it, a private server. Because guess what? If you get there first, then maybe you don't have to compete with a bunch of people to hopefully get some eggs. So this will happen sporadically throughout the entire map. So I'm really hoping that we're able to catch one perhaps like when we're playing during the update tomorrow. So you guys can let me know down below what you personally think about this. I think it's a really good addition for people that can't afford to get the Robux eggs, aka your ultimate pack eggs or your superhero eggs or even new exclusive eggs that could come out tomorrow. So another thing is people probably want to know what's going to happen to these items here. Now, obviously this is going to be the last time we're going to see this. This is obviously going to go up in value just because it can, and people are going to obviously oversell this. So if you can afford the 2,400 Robux, I would advise probably getting one. Though I'm not going to be a prediction machine and say that, hey, this is going to go up to 700 million. Don't quote me on that. Usually when it comes to very high ticketed priced items such as this, they naturally go up because it costs $30 real life money. Now for these little guys, I don't know if they do plan on leaving. I mean, they do say new on it, so I would give it some time, obviously. And I don't think anybody's said that they're going to be leaving anytime soon, so it's kind of hard to say if they're going to continue to stay or if they're going to be removed. Now, we're going to backtrack just a little bit because this is basically all we have from big games as far as leaks go for tomorrow. Now, what are we going to talk about with this inflation that is kind of like the same? There's nothing in the game right now that's going like super inflated except for a couple of items that I took notice in. So, number one, because the Huge Hunter Game Pass actually was increased in percentage-wise, we are looking at a 6,250% extra chance to hopefully get a huge pet. I've been struggling trying to get a huge pet after the 5 that I hatched. The next one that I ended up getting was around 2 to 3 days later, and it was a huge elephant. Since then, I haven't been able to hatch a huge. But what I've noticed is the abundant amount of huge potions, any magic shards, mini magic buckets, whatever they're called, are going up in price. So obviously these do pair very well if you're trying to hatch a huge. So of course, they're going to inflate to the price that they're going up. Now, I believe these are always going to go up in value so long as the Huge Hunter Pass maintains its percentage-wise and if players constantly hatch huges. Now, this is so hard to find at a normalized price that's not at least 500,000. So, I have a huge feeling that these are actually going to go up even higher, sadly. So, I am going to take the time to hopefully find buckets. But then again, buckets are also really expensive too. So, we always have to consider what is worth spending gems on. Now, this is a good method in order to get gems in general because all you need is 16 buckets of magic, whatever this is called, or 16 shards to make a huge potion. You could turn around and make millions of gems, but the problem is you do have to invest at least 20 million, or depending on how cheap you can get a diamond shovel for. I think this is a really good investment so long as these items do not lose valuation. So that's basically what I've been seeing. When it comes to huges and everything, I haven't been seeing such a drastic change in it. It's been kind of the same. So we're looking at 45.2 million for a huge happy computer. and it's been pretty solid on that price. While I'm explaining this, a giant diamond party is just randomly happening. Oh my gosh. So hopefully I don't get motion sickness from this. The pets that I also noticed that do go up slowly in valuation are the rainbow pets. So this was at 170 million gems just, I want to say 2 days ago, and now it's 202. This was around almost the same. It was like maybe around 170, 165. Now it's 179. This has been around 230, and now it's 247. This has been pretty solid on 140, and now it's 147. I can't really speak on any other pets other than the ones I've been visually seeing, but hey, at least these are not going down too crazy, because what I said before is factual. If these start going down in value, people are going to panic and assume that there's a humongous deflation. Whether it's a huge happy computer, a huge happy rock, a huge hell rock, whatever it could be, as long as your huges maintain the valuation that they have right now, everything should be okay. But I would highly advise for the players that do want to take the extra time to just dig in the dig site. You will make millions of gems on just generalized huge potion items. I spend almost 10 to 20 million, depending on how I feel, for a whole week. Or maybe for even like a few days. So make sure you guys invest in that. You can make a lot of gems on it. So make sure you do that. So we're at the very end of the video, and I got 4 presents to open up. So Rebel, Handsome Boy, Noob, and GG Mate. Thank you guys so much. That was mine. I hope you feel better. I don't remember the context. I think I might have left. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the diamonds and for the 2 bleebos. And for the 3 hot doggies. Well, that says 11, that says 276. So we're going to go ahead and claim these. Also, do not forget, we do have the giveaway that's currently going on this video. 200 likes equals a huge pet. And number 2, the 50,000 subscriber event that I will be hosting. Until then, make sure you leave your guys' comments down below with your Roblox username, because I will be doing a comment picker. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!